Alrighty then, so we've got PurpleChest Dwarfs versus Capryon's Vampires. Right, so first things first. PC has the fame. Both had the same amount of fan factor. Capryon won the toss, decided to kick. Both have 4 rerolls. Because Cyanide is so cool, I can't see what they have. Okay, 2 Appos for PurpleChest. So I'm guessing PurpleChest was down TV. This is a big vampire team. 2 Blodge Tackle Mighty Blow. Got Movement 7, Pro, Blodge, Sidestep. Blodge Step, Pro. Blodge Step Pro, Blodge. We've got a Wrestle Tackle 3. And that's everything that's worth mentioning. What does PurpleChest have? PurpleChest has nothing. It's got a Movement 7, Blodge, Kickoff Return, Runner. Blodge, Stand Firm, Guard, Mighty Blow, Blitzer. Agi 4, Blodge, Guard, Blitzer. And then everything else is basic. I'm not too sure. This is both having 4 rerolls. PurpleChest has the Wizard and the Apo, and 2 Appos. Obviously, with such a slow team as Dwarfs, Vampires really do want to take advantage of this, but PurpleChest is well known for his good positioning, so like PurpleChest's positioning will make it so like he's not just going to bring the ball to the Vampires, is he? Short kick goes from a blizzard to pouring rain. That probably helps the Vampires out quite a bit, but the kick being over here is actually pretty annoying for him, I imagine, because he's already set up a nice little screen over here, so he can't just get through easily. Okay, powers the Blodge Step straight off the bat. Mighty Blow powers a Thrall. Thrall's gone. Yeah, these dwarves feel like basic as hell. They've just got 2 pretty solid players, or 3 solid players. If I didn't know any better, I'd say this was PC decided after getting into qualification position, I'm not going to develop the team. Which is fair. Okay. Caging up. Hypnogaze fails, Pro also fails. Obviously just throwing this guy would have been really good. Gets a pout on the Troll Slayer. Mighty Blow doesn't do anything. Here goes just punch, punch, punch. Oh, Dimmy is Agi 1. Should have checked if there's any other injuries on the team. On either team. Nice push play there to get the another hit on the Thrall afterwards. PC has, I didn't mention this as well. He's got a rookie runner over here, or 3 SP, and he's got Barrack So PC was actually down a lot of TV. So that's 250 and Barrack is 60, so that's 310, I want to say. So these aren't quite like the super min-max dwarfs, but they're not really very developed either, like you said. The funny thing is, they don't even need to be that developed to stop the vampires from really getting in. It feels like he has to make a positional mistake, and I don't see that happening. No, I don't see a positional mistake coming out of PurpleChest to give the vampires opportunity to get their thing on. Hey, Skittering Horror. Dimmy, very happy that he is. I mean, guard mighty. It's another thrall gone. Guard mighty blow, stand firm thrall. No shame in being agi-bust, right? Okay, gets a pow on the blodge vampire, but he's fine. Oh yeah, this is definitely a tough match for the vampires. It was funny because you'd think that being so slow that the vampires would have some kind of decent chance in this matchup, but with all the guard and just it's because he has to literally get every single hypno gaze in, and I still doubt he's getting close to the ball. Yeah, Capryon is amazing. The fact that he consistently wins with vampires is just crazy to me. Rerolls. What was that? So he one-died the wrestle thrall, rerolled because he didn't want to. I mean, I get it. You don't want to just both down yourself and then have the wrestle thrall back here. Yeah, because actually, if the thrall is over here, I don't understand why you wouldn't follow up then. I suppose if you don't follow that up, or if you take the both down, these vamps can get in quite easily from behind. But even then, I don't know. I don't understand that. I don't understand that reroll, other than the fact that he's got 4 rerolls. Okay, first bloodlust of the match. No, I think vampires are much worse than the new rules. Animal savagery is just not good. So at least in the way that vampires are now, you can build a mighty blow vampire. You can't do that in the new rules because it's an attack and not just a bite. So you could actually just straight up murder your thrall instead of just badly hurting it. I think that's awful. Vampires have a rough enough time as it is. Yeah, you can't build a mighty blow vampire anymore. You can actually murder your teammate rather than just badly hurting it on a bite. I hate it. Vampires aren't known for having a good time as it is. And they just said, hey, vampires are too strong. Let's make them worse. I hope so. They have to. Or they just... because they just ruined vampires by doing that. Okay, Dimmy cannot get the POW. PC doing the casual, I'm going to move forward 1 square at a time every turn. Good morning, Cauliflower. Yeah, this is PC's game from last night. It's so far the only Chalice match I haven't been spoiled on, so that's why I did it first. One day, reroll for a POW. Pretty good reroll. I mean, he had to, right? These replays are so dodgy. This thrall was moving before before it even said it was Capryon's turn. Yeah, every other match I've been spoiled on so far. So this one, I had my hand up to the screen like that, so I couldn't see the result when I was loading up the replay. But, okay, one sec. Before he... Okay, so he gets that knocked down, no armor break, that's fine. I get that he doesn't want to roll the dice, and this vampire is potentially keeping these two occupied. And obviously sidestep, he's got no worry about being served, but... This is a Mighty Blow Troll Slayer. This is a Mighty Blow Longbeard. I don't know if I like staying now. Yeah, this is exactly why. Alright, it doesn't get oh, it does get armor broke. Yeah. I agree with you about minimising the skills are up, Volcajo. It's just that the game is garbage and doesn't like to keep them on the screen. I understand minimising the bloodlust rolls, but I don't know if I like just standing there to get Mighty Blow powered. If the skill, yeah, so skills are up, but if you pause it, the skills disappear. Because this game is incredibly well designed and fantastic for spectating. Okay. Is this going to be a foul? No, it's not going to be a foul because it's only a Troll Slayer and a Blitzer left. Okay. I mean, it's arguable that rolling roly cubes is actually the worst way to try and play Blood Bar. But yeah, I agree. So I don't like you don't want this to bloodlust, but if you just stay there, you're just going to get Mighty Blow punched. Capryon not getting the powers he wants. There we go. Not with Mighty Blow this time though. But apparently it doesn't matter. Yeah, this is the thing. Capryon can't go too aggressive because he will just end up losing his whole team. I understand that, but more than anything, he just wants to try and slow PC down, right? Because he can't do what he wants to do, which is just dive in and steal the ball because of all of this guard. Anyway, it is fun to play passive. It's just the way that I mean, if he were to play the hyper aggressive vampire way that he wants to, he would end up just losing players. As it is, now PC has 2 turns to get up the pitch and he's got to manage to get past everything. Excuse me. That was a very... yeah, that was a rowdy reroll. He's got 2 turns left. 1 reroll left. Okay, nice hypno gaze. So... stop this for a second. So this, he's going to take this hit here, right? And push the ball out the back. 2, 7, 8. This one doesn't have guard actually, so 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8. Or he hypno gazes over here, then comes around that way. He definitely can blitz it. So he hits this, pushes the ball to there, moves this for all round and gets 2D. Yeah, but there's guard there. And if he doesn't get the knockdown here, then there's going to be 2 lots of guard there. So yeah, if he gets the knockdown here, he can get a 1D on the ball. Hypno the guard. Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm saying it is possible. No, this one back here, Plovats, is not guard. That's why I'm saying I'd probably come from the back. It's 2 GFIs, but I thought that's the better option. Like yeah, you can hypno the guard, but it's going to be a 5+ to hypno the guard. I don't know about that. Actually, no, in order to hypno this guard, it's going to be a 6+, because he has to go from here. Or is that guy hypnoed? Oh, well, he gets both down and a profile, so that didn't matter anyway. And then he bloodlusts, so it all went to put. Right. Yep. Please get off the screen so I can. Right. So you're saying hit this guy. Stay there, which yeah, I agree with. And then hypnogaze this one, right? And then you'd come in and you'd try and power it. But it would always be a 1D unless you were gonna get the 5+. Yeah. But even if it was a POW in that situation, you're still only getting a 1D. Whereas I would surely, if you get the POW, you might still better off going this way and hitting from there for a 2D. Right, yeah, you would hit from the top left, but it would still be... unless you're going to get, like, because you can't rely on the 5+ hypnogaze, right? It's still going to only be a 1D. And in fact, if you get a push, this one goes to here, you blitz him from here. So you're going to be, it's actually going to be red dice there. Oh, you're saying, yeah, if it's a push, you push the ball back to there. But yeah, if you get a power, it's still only going to be a 1D on the ball. Whereas if you pushed him back to here in the first place, it would always be a 2D. Just for a few more dice. What was one on the GFI? Sacks the ball with the wrestle thrall. Yeah, I really like that. We were too busy arguing about this. The wrestle tackle thrall just said no. And then the vampires have the ball. Alright, bolt, instant bolt. So, obviously there is a scoring potential from here, but it's not easy. I really like that play. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, well, that's what you want. That's why you build the wrestle tackle thrall, right? I mean, if he doesn't, he has no chance of scoring. If he doesn't bolt there, he's got literally 0 chance of scoring this drive. And PC needs to get ahead. And that was a terrible scatter, so I actually think this is down. Puts him in. Goes for another scatter. Oh yeah, I'm not saying I think 0-0 and still having the whiz, yeah, absolutely fine. He just grabs the ball anyway. Yeah. So, with the benefit of hindsight, I hate the wizard. But obviously, going from what PC saw, he wanted to try and score in his drive. Because the chances of him turning over the vampires is actually kind of low. He's just going to have to try and bully them, and I don't see that working out for him. And in fact, actually, the vampires are... Yeah, okay, yeah, reroll that Bloodlust all day long. The vampires could potentially score from here. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, he can. If he gets his, if he makes the GFI to here, he can score. Okay, he doesn't. I'm a bit surprised at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or am I not counting? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh no, he can score from there. I'm just really dumb. So yeah, 2 GFIs and he scores next turn. How many thralls are there on the pitch right now? We've got this thrall. Oh yeah, you are right. Yeah, he was literally down to 1 thrall. 3 2+s there. Yeah, I said it's the 2 GFIs, but yes, you are right. Bloodlust and then 2+, was a GFI. Okay, so it's now 2+, 2+, 2+, 2+ with reroll into a 2+, 2+, 2+. Side step to there, yep. Makes it easier, so now it's 2+ with reroll, 2+, 2+. Yep. That dwarf is now down. Yeah, I agree. Now would have been a better wizard. I don't hate the wizard because I understand the reasoning behind it. Because if he scatters the ball correctly, he can actually score on his drive, which is what you want, right? You want to score on your drive, ideally. All the thralls come back. Didn't even need a babe. Yeah, no babe required. Right, switch half to the vampires. Yeah, every single thrall just said, yep, we're on it, boss. We got this. Well, he still had the 4 thralls. So literally, if none of them came back, he still had his full team. It's just that obviously he would have been down 1 wrestle thrall for a vanilla thrall. Yeah, exactly. Capryon was like completely kitted out for this. Yeah, so let's just pause it for a second. So the wizard, obviously everyone else is saying they don't like it. Oh yeah, the dwarves needed definitely to actually murder some stuff, actually remove some stuff more than just a KO, and they didn't get it. But it wasn't like PC was getting a million hits. He got quite a few hits in, but I still think the vampire on the left-hand side that was over here, it's obviously on the right-hand side now, it was over here, I still don't like, I still feel like that should have been punished for not dodging away. Because you don't want the bloodlust roll, but you don't just want to give up mighty blow hits on a vampire. Mighty blow fake skill, yes, I agree. Mighty Blow is the worst skill. So, but with the wizard, I understand why people don't like it, because they're thinking like they'd rather it be this drive and stop the ball with the wizard and then go pick it up and score, right? But if the scatters had come this way rather than gone outwards, there's more. PC actually had a chance of getting the ball, getting it to his blitzer, and scoring on his drive. I don't know. I suppose it's just one of those situations where. Oh. That's a. That is the good thrall. Oh, so the thrall that made the hero play and sacked the ball just got a rock to the face from some PC fanboy. Wait. Do you mean the wizard? The wizard was PC's wizard. Tell Capryon it was me. I will do cauliflower. Yeah, it was PurpleChest wizard. It is quite funny to me that the crowd has done more attrition to the vampires than the dwarves have managed to do. Oh, you meant over here with the mighty blow? Yeah. Sorry. Obviously, there's a lot of threads to keep track of, and I'm jumping from one conversation to the other as well. But yeah, I don't like that he just left his vampire to get mighty blow hit, but it worked out for him. Okay, Bloodlust on the LOS. Thick Skull saving the day. Okay, so that's 2 dwarves stunned. Are we going to be down 2 thralls though? Yes. Okay, this is where it starts to become a problem. Capryon is now down 2 thralls for the drive. I've seen PC use an early whiz to score quite often. I guess it's a playstyle thing. Yeah. See, we've got 3 thralls left because we've got 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we've got 5 vamps. So we've got 3 thralls. Wait. No, we've got 6 vamps. I can't count simple numbers. So Volcajo, you said like you from the sounds of it, you try to use the wizard more as like the way elves do. Where it's like, okay, I have a wizard. I'm gonna bolt your guy as he's got the ball, and then I'm gonna steal it and score on your drive. Whereas PC was just like, I want to score on my drive. Yeah, I guess it is a playstyle thing. Yeah, exactly. In that regard, though, I think that PC was probably thinking if the vampire's offense isn't incredibly solid, then he doesn't need the wizard for it. So he'd rather try and score on his drive. It just happened to be that it went to pot, and now he's 1-0 down, and it's the vampire's drive, and it looks like they're just going to go for a quick score, which is obviously the correct decision. That's a bit of a weird position. No, it's not weird. Ignore me. It's not weird at all. So I assume that 1, 2, 3. Yep. See, this is one of the reasons why I really actually like watching Capryon. And I have watched some of his matches before, just on like ladder, just because this doesn't look incredibly safe at all, but it really, really is. Like, in order to get over here, he has to move this vamp, get rid of this vamp before he can even get close to the ball. And it just, This is like one of those moments when you watch Space Cadet and you're like, oh, it's not actually very safe. But then you click on like a dwarf and you're like, wait, this is actually incredibly safe. Oh yeah, like... Yeah, but again, Cauliflower, it's one of those things where... That's what PC likes to do. It's just one of PC's things. Dwarf red dice are pretty reliable. You are not wrong, Triffic. I will not fault your logic there. But this is like he's not getting close to this. or he just makes the 4+ away. Okay, so he gets the POW. I gotta be honest, I did not expect out of all of the things just a 4+ with reroll away. But in any case, there wasn't like he had to roll a bunch of dice to get to that situation, right? I don't know, I just really like the way. Was it a 3+? You're right, it's a blitzer. I'm sorry. You are completely correct. It is in fact an Agi 3 blitzer. So yeah, okay, so it's a much better. 1 in 9 dodge is much better than that. Much better than I gave it credit for. But it was still quite a lot of dice to get to that position. And yeah, I had to check because for some reason I wasn't sure if this was in range or not. Bloodlust into pro failure. Into a snake dodge. Wow. Wow. I just I feel like that was pretty rough. Could have dodged out again to get Stanford on the ball. Didn't he pop dodge in the first place? No, he didn't. But, okay, well. How the turntables. This, yeah, we're down another thrall. That was rough. DC fouls the GFI. So yeah, needs the full power here now. There it is. So this vampire is going to get completely surrounded, right? It's there. Or there. Yeah, so that obviously it looked reasonably alright, but the 1 in 36 after the bloodlust, after the profile, everything just failed. Looking like Capryon's trying to fail again. Okay, so this is a one. If he wants it, it's a okay. This is another 2+ out, and he scores. Yeah. So I was looking at that, thinking he could go for just the 3+ out, depending on who he hypno-gazed, but that was obviously the better play. Right, let's switch view again. I just realised I didn't move my camera over so you can see the thing. That was meant to be like that. There we go. Okay, so let's see if PC is gonna show me how dwarves are actually supposed to work. Because in this situation, I'd be like, well, it's GG. There's no way of winning this. But I feel like PC would probably say this is still doable to get the draw before extra time. So Barrack's now on the field. Barrack's off the field. Okay. I mean, yeah, I agree. It's unlikely, but I'm wondering if PC would say this is still doable. In the rain, though, the rain is definitely a factor. I mean, this guy is actually 4. Yeah. The game heard me, cauliflower. That's what it was. So, that's another thrall gone. Let me just check something for the next game. I believe so far. Oh, god damn it, Cyanide. I hate your client so much. But let me check stuff while the game is paused. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's some like high level copium, right? It's like when Rick's 3-1 down with 2 turns left to go, and he's like, okay, we can do this. We just get a riot, then we get a blitz, and then... Oh. Okay. Nice GFI fail. Just that... If PC was going for this play, where he's obviously going to pass next turn, would it not be better just to have Barrack? Because Barrack's got pass, he's got strong arm. But the only thing that I can see this one's got better is that he's a blodge movement 7. Like, if this is roughly what you were thinking of doing, Barrack... Yeah, I don't understand why Barrack isn't on the pitch. I mean, it was a fairly middling kick, so he could have just handed off there if he really wanted to. But... That was a huge armor break on the Agi 4, which is obviously his main receiver. I mean, yeah, Loner doesn't do anything. Loner literally is ignored in this situation. Yeah, the entire reason you'd bring Barrack on for this, because judging by the way that PC's gone for it, took his LOS blocks, chucked the Agi 4 up here, he's just chucked all of his Agi 3 up here to be receivers, so Barrack would have done the job better than this shorthands piece. Yeah, well he moved back, terrific, and then he moved one forward. That's why I was confused. I don't know, this reads a little bit like maybe PC was just like, okay, maybe he wasn't being hopeful at all. Maybe he was just like, well, it's whatever. If we can get a score here, maybe we can do something, but I'm not expecting anything to actually happen. Okay, that's another thrall gone. So they're all badly hurt so far. Ah, fair enough, Quaff. Yeah, see, this, like I said, I have, this is the one match that hasn't been spoiled for me so far, so I was kind of, Okay, Pop's dodge. PC with his GFIs. Yeah. Went roughly how expected. Both threats, Hypnos are screwed. Yep. Yeah. I mean, we all know that it was like such a long shot of it even happening, but it was there. I just feel like it would have been so much more there with Barrack, because just pause it for a moment. Because if Barrack's here as well, this one can be a scoring threat as well. It's like you take off one of the, like maybe the Troll Slayer or just someone else. Barrack's the ball picker upper, retriever, and then you've got 4 Agi 3+ players. Oh, 100% Volk. I'm not criticising PC. PC's much better than I am. It's not criticism, it's merely, I feel like I feel like everyone could just sit here and, like, if we weren't going to say anything, what would be the point in watching it, you know? Yeah, exactly, terrific. That's kind of what I was thinking. And not only that, if something does happen to this, you've then got 3 backup Agi 3, 2 backup Agi 3s and a backup Agi 4 player to do stuff with. It just, yeah. And now he just gets Mighty Blow punched in the face. Doesn't die, but the ball is now on the ground next to a vampire. Oh yeah, definitely. That's what I'm saying. It's like, but if I'm not going to mention it, it's. I've got to mention it, otherwise there's no point me doing this. Yeah, exactly. This is what I feel, and obviously, sorry, I'm just gonna pause it again. All of you here know that I am not the best player. In fact, very, very, very far from it. I am pretty damn bad at this game. But just from my perspective, I'm gonna mention the things that I think were incorrect. Mostly because I don't have the pressure of playing it right now, and it's easier for me to spot things. Hell, Clovats, me and you have done it before, where you're playing and I'm like, well, why didn't you do this? And you go, well, no, that wouldn't have worked. And you look at it and you're like, oh, wait, no, that was better. It's just how it is sometimes. Just... Look, just because I've beaten the champ doesn't mean I'm good. Oh yeah, exactly, Cauliflower. It is so much easier. And then he skulls, and that puts paid to that. Yeah. I mean, I didn't expect this coming into it, Rick. It's alright, Dimmy. I'll do it. I'll do it for you. There you go, Dimmy. Just so you don't have to. Oh yeah, exactly, Rick. Like, and if we're being totally honest, like, yeah, PurpleChest is great. This vampire team isn't even anything that special. This is a really kind of basic vampire team as far as things go. Like, the only interesting thing is the movement 7. Everything else is just your basic vampire team, but it's Capryon though. That's... PC can be a lovely guy. He can also be... Because however I say this, it's going to sound bad, but now I have to finish saying it because otherwise it's going to sound worse because you can fill in blanks with whatever. PC can be very antagonistic sometimes. It just doesn't seem that way because of how eloquent he is and how well he speaks. His voice does him a lot of favours even when he's being a complete arse to someone. And I'm not saying that to insult the guy. I like PurpleChest. Me and PurpleChest spent ages playing, like hours and hours and hours playing Among Us last year. It's like sometimes PurpleChest will be the most, what's the word? Sometimes PC will be incredibly humble and he'll be nice, and then sometimes he's being antagonistic towards people, but he gets away with it because he speaks so well. Is what it is. Yeah, we had a nice little group at one point of Among Us players, and it was it was great. And then Dimmy came back to Among Us, and it was... Yeah, exactly, Plovats. I'm not saying it to insult the guy. You know I like PurpleChest, but it is very much how it is. Sometimes he can be incredibly rude towards people, but if I was to say the same thing, someone would be like, "Wow, you are being a dick," because of the way that I speak. But PurpleChest can say it, and people will be like, yeah, okay." Yeah, Triffic, like, everyone knows that Triffic is, like, just antagonistic constantly. We all know it. We also like that about you. So, Dimmy, what did you do? Let's see. You started just being openly aggressive towards me and calling me a C-nut several times simply because of the fact that you were drunk. I hadn't played Among Us in like 2.5, 3 months at that point, and you just came in and was just like, nah. And then after I left, you turned around and went, "I never said that to him," even though everyone turned around and said it. And everyone was like, "Yeah, you did, several times." But the other thing is, like, when I was playing with PC, Senai, Sick as Eggs, Triffic from time to time, we had the group was kind of chill. Volk was there a lot as well. The group was kind of chill, and then a few people started playing it again, and the group was a lot less chill. It was a lot more of an aggressive group that were just... The win was more important than having fun playing the game with everyone, and that's fine. But that wasn't for me. I was playing Among Us as a social fun game rather than I need to win this. Obviously, when I had a couple of drinks, I got aggressive, but yeah, I played the airship map for a couple of hours and I hated it. Well, that's the thing, Triffic. I didn't really get aggressive with people or get angry with people. Actually, one of the only people, right? But I came out and told you straight up, Plovats. So I was like, I don't like the way that you play by just shouting down people. I would much rather have a conversation about it and be able to investigate stuff without someone screaming at me. I was open and honest with you about that. Alright, so Soraya... I mean, we're not talking much about the game anymore because it's 3-0 to Capryon. He's like, PurpleChest is not scoring 3 times against vampires. I just didn't like the map, Cauliflower. It was a huge map. I didn't like it. I was a big fan of Polus. Pretty much what it came down to. That's another injured thrall, but too little, too late. Let's just do another quick thrall check. God, Blood Bowl, you are the worst. This is the worst spectator client I think I've ever seen in a game. Okay, yeah, so they're all just badly hurt, so no one is dead for next game. There's bigger lobbies now, so yeah. Love a Chalice class that ends up with Zach banging on half the BB community. I ain't banging at anyone. I told Plovats at the time what my problem was when we played Among Us together. I'm not going to lie about it. Yeah, see? Plovats knows. If I'm just sitting here slagging people off, I'd be... No, that's just not that's not how I am. I do it, but it's for a very good reason. But yeah, I enjoyed the game, but it's like I realised I enjoyed the game with specific people. Some people I hated playing the game with. And it's not even a reflection on them as people. I just didn't enjoy playing the game with them. Yeah, turn 6. In Chalice, you've kind of obligated to turn 16 foul. Alright, so 3-0 to Capryon. Especially after a game like that where the amount of Mighty Blow that was hitting AV7 and stuff, and the PC got 7 removals, I would 100% have taken that turn 16 foul. Also, just quietly, PurpleChest's armor was worse than Capryon's. Capryon's Hypno Gazes were at 82%. Holy shit. Yeah, exactly, Terrific. Like, I preferred to sit there and be able to methodically work out what people are saying, but when there's people shouting over each other, which even I was guilty of from time to time, especially when I was drinking, you couldn't get any of the actual information out. But then there's also hilarious moments like Jimmy calling a meeting and just saying, Jimmy! And Jimmy getting voted out for no reason. There were hilarious moments like that. It just... When those become more and more prevalent over the more just talking about the game, it got less it became less fun for me. Yeah, exactly, and it just becomes a shouting match, and it's just not enjoyable for anyone, in my opinion. So, some people did enjoy it. I personally did not. But yeah, anyway, back to Blood Bowl.